Welcome back to Nature's Flora, where we dive deep into the world of gardening and the natural wonders that make it so fascinating. If you've ever felt frustrated by a garden that didn't quite take off, or been discouraged by a less than stellar harvest, you are not alone. Every gardener, from the novice planting their first seed to the seasoned grower experimenting with new crops, encounters challenges. Today we're going to explore some of the most common gardening mistakes that beginners make, but we're going to go beyond surface-level tips. By the end of this guide, you'll have practical insights you can use immediately to grow healthier, more productive plants. Before we jump in, don't forget to like this video, comment your thoughts, share it with fellow gardeners, and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth gardening wisdom that keeps you connected with nature all year long. Now, let's get into it. The first major mistake to avoid is selecting an inconvenient location for your garden. This might sound trivial, but the accessibility of your garden has a profound effect on its success. If you place your beds in a cramped, hard-to-reach corner, you're more likely to skip watering, pruning, and harvesting simply because it feels like a chore. Gardens that are easy to access, ideally near your home or a water source, encourage consistent care. For raised beds, consider the height and width. Taller beds reduce strain on your back, while beds spaced appropriately allow easy movement and maintenance. When a garden is convenient, tending it becomes a daily habit rather than a daunting task. Sunlight is another factor that new gardeners often underestimate. Plants require light in specific amounts to thrive, and planting in a shaded or partially shaded area can stunt growth or even cause plants to fail entirely. Observing the sun's path throughout the day and across seasons is crucial. Track shadows at different times, morning, noon, and late afternoon, to determine which areas of your garden receive the necessary light. If sunlight is limited, choose shade-tolerant crops, or consider containers that can be moved to follow the sun. Understanding your garden's light dynamics is foundational to every planting decision you make. Equally important is proximity to water. A garden located far from a water source may initially seem manageable, but over time, the inconvenience of hauling hoses or watering cans can lead to neglected plants. Consistent watering is essential, especially during the hotter months. Even temporary solutions, such as using hose splitters or retractable hoses, can significantly improve your garden's success. Planning for easy water access ensures that your plants receive the hydration they need without making you dread the process. Many gardeners also overlook the power of mulch. Mulch is more than just decoration. It protects soil, conserves moisture, reduces weeds, and can prevent the spread of certain soil-borne diseases. A thick layer, whether made from straw, leaves, or grass clippings, helps regulate soil temperature and reduces the frequency of watering. Mulching might feel like an extra step, but it pays dividends in plant health and overall yield. It's one of those simple practices that, once incorporated, consistently boost your gardening results. Soil preparation is another area where mistakes are common. Whether you're planting in-ground or in containers, understanding your soil is crucial. Conducting a soil test can reveal nutrient deficiencies, pH imbalances, and texture issues that directly impact plant growth. Amending soil with compost, pumice, or organic matter can drastically improve drainage, aeration, and nutrient availability. Taking the time to prepare your soil properly sets the stage for a robust, productive garden. Choosing what to plant is also critical, yet often overlooked. Growing plants you don't enjoy eating or using can lead to wasted effort and disappointment. Start with crops that align with your taste preferences and your household's needs. Additionally, consider planting density. Overcrowding plants can stunt growth, while failing to thin seedlings prevents them from reaching their full potential. Even seasoned gardeners know that spacing and selective thinning are vital practices for ensuring each plant has room to flourish. Timing is another subtle but essential factor. Understanding when each plant thrives in your specific climate ensures that crops aren't planted too early or too late. Summer crops like tomatoes and cucumbers require warmer soil and consistent sunlight, while leafy greens often prefer cooler temperatures. Paying attention to hardiness zones, frost dates, and seasonal patterns will help you align planting schedules with natural growth cycles, preventing stress and maximizing yield. Finally, never underestimate the value of learning from others. Gardening is a craft built on generations of experience, whether it's seeking advice from a neighbor, consulting local extension offices, or engaging with online gardening communities. Connecting with experienced gardeners accelerates your learning curve. Their knowledge can guide you around mistakes, introduce new techniques, and provide support during challenging seasons. You'll find that no matter your skill level, the gardening community is a treasure trove of wisdom. Gardening is a journey, and mistakes are part of the learning process, but avoiding these common pitfalls will put you on the path to thriving plants and bountiful harvests. By choosing the right location, ensuring sunlight and water access, respecting the power of mulch, preparing soil thoughtfully, selecting crops you enjoy, planting at the right time, and leaning on the knowledge of others, you'll create a garden that's not only productive but also deeply rewarding. Remember, every successful gardener started somewhere, and even small improvements compound over time. If you found this guide helpful, share it with fellow gardening enthusiasts, leave a comment with your own tips or questions, and be sure to subscribe to Nature's Flora for more in-depth guides that make gardening both accessible and enjoyable. Your garden and your future harvests will thank you.